From promise rings to promises about the first ever Selling Sunset reunion.
We sit down with one of the most gorgeous girls from the show and talk all the drama.
Virtual reality.
Hi, I'm Danny.
And I'm Evan.
And we are gonna kick off with Netflix's #1 reality show of the week, Selling Sunset, and we are joined by the lovely Vanessa Villela to give us the tea. We're obsessed with you. Hi.
Hi guys. Such a pleasure to be with both of you here. Thank you so much for loving me and for enjoying the show.
There is literally no one else I would rather talk to. We are fresh off the heels of the Selling Sunset reunion, which is a first for this show after 5 whole seasons. Vanessa, before we get into it all, how would you describe what went down at the reunion? What can fans expect?
They can expect unexpected emotions. They can expect surprises, things that they probably will not think because they didn't see it on the show.
Well, you have a very special someone loyal to you that we got to see on the show. I'm looking at the flowers behind you too, that you said they're from Nick, which is so cute. And while you guys are gorgeous together, and I know you're not on Twitter, a lot of people have been talking about the promise ring moment.
Te amo, baby. And your coffee.
Te amo.
Bye, girls.
What just happened?
I'll leave you to it.
Can you walk us through, is that something you and him have talked about before? Is that a British thing? Like, what was the details with the promise ring?
No. Okay, well, I mean, I haven't seen them. I'm gonna go on Twitter now after this. Okay, so no, we didn't spoke about that. So this is what happened. We met online on October of 2020, on October 10th, and we started talking as friends. We were both in that app for friends. There's 3 options to be there in that app: for networking, for dating, and for friends. We both were for friends. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Mexico to spend my birthday. If you wanna come and meet me, have like a friend, And then he said yes. So we stayed there. We were supposed to be there for 10 days and we ended up staying for 2 months together. He came to LA with me instead of going back home. And when he was leaving, he gave me that promise ring as a promise of love and that he will be coming back and that we will be together. That the fact that he had to go back home will not break what we had. That was the meaning of the ring, a promise of love.
What was the span of time between the promise ring and the engagement ring?
So the promise ring happened in May, and the engagement ring happened in January 26, when it was our year anniversary.
I love that. The photos were so beautiful. It happened at the Griffith Observatory, which is like the perfect spot for a proposal. Tell me about that day. It must have been absolutely beautiful.
It was it was incredible. I mean, since we started in person, for me, I was like, this is it. Like, he's my boyfriend and I love him and wow. And then he gave me some cards and he was like, okay, I want you to close your eyes and trust me and don't move. I was like, okay. And then so I was with my eyes closed and he put the cards in my hand. Card says, will you marry me? And then I'm like, what? And I opened my eyes and I saw him there, like kneeling like the prince that he is. And it was just, incredible. And
And so you get an adorable story. And also you get 2 rings now. You get the last one. You have a promise ring and this engagement ring.
I do.
Oh, you wear them
my
together.
God.
I love that.
And you are in such a love bubble, and I love you talking about your romance, but unfortunately not all your cast members are as happily in love as you are. One of our Page 6 friends, they talked with Jason, and he seems to be really feeling the heartache and everything like that. Do you have any tips for him for how to find love or anything like that?
It's very sad to see that Jason and Chrishell had such a beautiful story, and he still seems not to be ready to be to be a dad and to give those things to someone.
That was tough. I was not looking forward to it. I did watch it a couple days ago. It was even more difficult than I expected.
I'm in love, babe.
For now, I feel like things are going really well.
I think it's just like opening your heart and don't be afraid of being, hurt. I don't know what is it? I don't know if something happened in his past that maybe is stopping him from like really get deep into, but you cannot, it's obviously that he, even though he hasn't, had a baby or a marriage or anything, like he's a guy that He's a great man. He was super in love with, this gorgeous Chrishell, and I hope it happens to him again, and I hope at that time he's ready.
And I mean, Christine does love giving opinions, and not just on the show, and I'm sure in real life, but also on Twitter. So she, right when season 5 premiered, she tweeted, "Oh, enjoy like the 5,000 fake storylines or whatever," calling out kind of production and everybody. What was your take on that? And did you message her about that or anything, or what? I just want to know your thoughts too.
Well, that's actually, I didn't see. I have Twitter, but I barely use it. I found out on the reunion about that, and of course it's upsetting because we are putting ourselves out there. We're very vulnerable. We're opening our lives to the audience and everyone, and to see that it's it's not true. And I don't understand. I haven't contacted her since then, with or without cameras. I mean, I don't care about that. Like, it was something that I was looking forward to see her and speak to her. And of course it didn't happen. So I'm just gonna let things the way they are right now. And I obviously it's not true, and I don't know why she said that.
Well, one of the major surprises I feel that no one was expecting was that the call sheet was missing a few names at the reunion. How did you feel? When did you find out that Christine wasn't going to be there?
Well, I mean, when we were about to start, they told us that she tested positive for COVID. So, obviously they were trying to figure out if she could do a Zoom like Amanda did. Amanda was super sick. I spoke to her days before actually, and she was like, oh my God, her voice, and she was coughing so bad with a high fever. She was really, really sick, but thank God she's good now.
Even though Christine wasn't there, I'm sure that she was certainly discussed. It's a bummer that she wasn't there, because I feel like all you ladies, and even Jason and Brett, had a lot to hash out with her. Had she been there, what would you have liked to directly address with Christine?
Well, I would have liked to address directly to her that I have always been her friend, and I'm not a friend that would like to be trusted with my loyalty or with my friendship. Like, I think that true friends don't do that. So the fact that I didn't defend her at the brokers has nothing to do with if I'm a good friend or not. I did call her after that happened. I actually messaged her. I knew that she was still filming, so I messaged her and I said, let's talk tomorrow. And I called her and she didn't answer. So for me, to see that she said that I was there for her, like, it was really upsetting. Like, that's not true, So I would have liked to say that to her, like, why did you say that to me? And I don't need to defend you. You're strong enough to speak up for yourself. And if you do the work, or the mindset coach that I introduced to her, if you were doing the work, you will stop attracting this kind of situation, especially if you don't say things that hurt other people anymore. Because if I see with my own eyes that you're hurting other people, like, I'm not gonna defend you. That's not the type of friend that I am. I'm a friend that will tell you the truth.
Thanks so much again, Vanessa.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. It was super fun. Bye.
All right, and I mean, while we love Vanessa so much, Evan, we still have one overarching question before the reunion that we need everybody else's point of view about.
Yes, do you guys think that Christine faked COVID? Let us know in the comments below, because those pictures with Melissa Gorga are making me think things.